What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's Captain Rick. So I know it has been quite a while since I put a video out. It's January. We've been crabbing since October. Haven't even done one crabbing video, but I've been pretty busy. We have been crabbing. It's been going okay, but not getting out as much as we want. But kind of got a new project that we've been working on. Me and my buddy Jellyfish Jim, we went in and partnered on a 1973 40-foot Polycraft tri-cabin. So we've been kind of working on getting that thing turned around and roofed up. So that's what we're doing today. We're coming out to the boat. We've got some equipment up front that we're bringing in to install. And there she is. There is the Polycraft. So our plan is to get this berthed in a liveaboard slip and start using this as an Air BNB. Also to enjoy it ourselves as well. So there she is in all her glory. She's a little crusty. The previous owner has just let it been sit at his dock for 2 years. We've got some cleaning up to do on her, but overall, she's got great bones. Alright guys, well here she is. I'll take a quick little walkthrough around the deck while we get it opened up. So we haven't done anything on the exterior of this boat yet. We've kind of been concentrating on the inside, getting the plumbing working, you know, toilets, that kind of stuff. Alright, so let's go up to the bow real quick. There we go. Lots of room up here. Again, everything on this boat is pretty decent. It's good bones to it. We really haven't found anything, no soft spots, only one spot by a window where it was leaking. Other than that, this boat up until 2020 was up north in Ohio. They used it on a lake. Their boating season was only 4 months long, so the rest of the 8 months it came out of the water, was stored in a climate controlled shed and shrink wrap. So when I first walked onto this boat, it was like walking into a time capsule from 1970. It was pretty crazy. So let's go take a look inside. Oh, there it is. All right, so a little messy inside. It's like a little construction zone at the moment, but here we go. All right, so we've got the aft cabin. Got a double bed and a single bed. The plan is to get rid of this bed, make this a larger bed, take that table, bring it over here, chair there. Ensuite head with shower. Lots of storage. Alright, up into the main salon. So there was some carpet in it, kind of like that's on the patch there. Had so much dirt and sand. Every time we peeled it up to get down below, it was just dumping dirt everywhere. So we just pulled it out. And here we go. Everything, all this wood, everything is in great shape. No rot. Solid all around. Check out this helm. Look at this. Boom, 1973 at its finest. And the V-berth. Pretty large V-berth in here. Lots of room. Lots of storage, and again, all the wood back here is in great shape. another head. This one doesn't have a shower, but it's all right. There we go. So that's the inside of our 1973 Tollycraft.
What's up, everybody? This is Jim here. You heard from Rick earlier, but him and I, we are working on a Tollycraft. We're fixing up a motor yacht. It's a 1973 40-foot Tollycraft, and we're turning this baby into something that we can live aboard for Air BNB and take out for cruises. So right now we are checking out the top deck here. We were just talking about how these biminies, they need to be fixed. We're gonna put zippers up in the old ones that we have to fix all the old zippers. But we have this isinglass right here, and it's, I mean, it's good, but as you can see, this one's been cut out. We got some damages on the side, so we're gonna replace that here for the next season, but for right now we'll run without it. Here is our helm that we're looking at, guys. So we got all new gauges ready to be put in. We're gonna sprucing up all of our throttles and our wood. Our wood. I got lots of good wood here. There you go, Ace. I said good wood. All right, inside is lots of storage space, very minimal wiring. It's gonna be easy to put back together.
Yeah.
But
lots of room up here, man. Look at this bridge area.
So
aside from the shitty.
we're planning on, like, you know, putting like loungers out and tables in a chair, and yeah, we'll have different arrangements for different activities. But
originally it had two back-to-back of those ski boat style seats that were here and here, and although the vinyl was in good shape, it was just looked really dated. So we're gonna get a corner bench and then two benches next to it, and put a little settee area here, drop a table right here in the middle. That way, as you're up here cruising, we've got nice lounge area for guests. Yeah, man. Yeah, so that's what we're doing up here. We're just kind of coming up and taking a look at things before we get going. What do we have today? We have water pump. Yeah. We have some gauges we're gonna put in. Yes. We need to finish up our bilge pumps. Yep. Pull out that refrigerator if we can. Got lots of work to go. Big day. We got 6 hours.
We got it. We got it. Oh, and then also, that's my new home. Yeah. So work and home do go together.
It does. Down there.
All right, guys. So Rick and I, we're trying to trace our water system and all of our lines. So we're down here in the engine room and we're looking.
Someone's already put some PEX on there. I see some PEX joined to this brass. So these are our water lines that are coming from the tanks in the back, and they run up there. You can see they run into a manifold, and then it goes into the heater and the water pump. So looks like we've got three. One, two. Actually two. Those should be coming from the two tanks, and then that's a return back to the aft head. I bet. Let me get this stuff out of the way.
Look at that. That was open. So this is what this looks like.
So we've got, this is our inlet coming from our water tank. Goes to the water pump. From there it pumps out into this little accumulator tank into here. And so this sends cold water to the forward berth and then cold water into our hot water heater. This is our coolant from the port motor inlet and return. So the hot coolant from the motor heats up our water. This is an overflow and this is our outlet from the hot water, which comes into this manifold, and then it sends hot water forward, and then hot water to the galley, and then hot water aft to the aft stateroom. And then we have our cold water, which is pouring forward to the rebirth, cold water to the galley, and then cold water to the aft cabin. So we have figured out this whole manifold. The only confusing thing is there's only one inlet coming from one water tank, and we have two or four?
Two, I believe.
Two water tanks. So the other one on the other side of the boat isn't connected. So we're gonna have to connect those with a manifold so that we have both water tanks plumbed. But we figured it out, so what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna take out this old water pump. This will become our new raw water pump. We'll put in the back. We've got this new pump and accumulator there to put in, so that should help with giving us some better pressure. So we're gonna do that now. Stand by.
Oh yeah, getting work done.
All right, so let's check out the water tank here. All right, so we kind of got this all set up in there. So it's wired up, it's plumbed up. We got no water in the tank, so I can't really test it. But I got our manifold there and our hot water heater, which is electric and runs off the coolant from the boat. So she's all plumbed up, tucked in there nice. Next time we come out, we'll bring some water and we'll put it in a tank and we'll check our lines. So that part's done. On to the next project. Are we above the water line?
All right, guys. So we just finished working on a water pump, and we traced our lines to our freshwater tanks. And so our freshwater tanks happen to be back here underneath our beds. And it seems like only one of these freshwater tanks are connected. So we ran that, and then now we kind of, oh, let's take a look at our head. How is that set up? So here is where our old toilet used to be. And then we assumed that hose, that thick hose, went down underneath in here to a holding septic tank. But as you can see,
no tank.
it just goes right overboard. So
these old toilets that were in here, they sat right here. They basically were a big plastic bowl. So the actual toilet was the holding tank. It was like a camping toilet. You put the water and the fluid in there, the chemical, and it just all sat in the bowl. This was the manual pump to pump overboard into the overboard discharge, and then that goes up to our suck out. So our problem now is, to be Coast Guard compliant, we need holding tanks. So we were just kind of basically looking. We've got room under here to put a holding tank, and forward we've got a really large bilge area to put a skinny one up into there. So kind of a bummer that there's no holding tanks, but not that big a deal.
yeah, that's right. And so we have this side that has the bed and a freshwater holding tank. So the idea was to pull this out, put some seats back there, move that tank over to this side so we'd have double freshwater, but we're gonna turn one of those into a septic, and we'll be in business. So we'll give you an update as things come along. All
right guys, so we're kind of finishing up for the day. Jimmy's down here working on our shower sump. We got that installed down there. Just twisting up some wires, kind of cleaning it up a little bit. So recap for today is that we got all the freshwater system eyeballed and mapped out. We got the 2 tanks. Only one of them is hooked up. And then we found out that we've got no holding tanks for our septic, so we're gonna have to put a holding tank in the aft cabin under one of the beds. And then up here in the V-berth, under that hatch down there, that actually runs all the way forward. So I'll probably find a tank that'll slide down in there and use that one for the forward V-berth head. Next time when we come out, we're gonna install the heads. We're gonna bring 50 gallons of fresh water out We're gonna fill up the tank, and then we're gonna see what we got going on once we can prime the system with fresh water. Because prior to everything, of course the tank was empty, but turning on all the faucets, it was spitting water out. So I think once we fill up the tank, we'll be good. Anyway. So that's what we got going on now, and next time we come out, we'll try to get these. The world's leading electric toilet. See if we can get those hooked in. We temporarily got a solar panel hooked up, so at least we can be charging while we're out here. And then we've also got all our gauges in, so we can mount up into the helm. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Beautiful day for working on a tolly craft. There it is. That's gonna be our future money maker. All right, so we're looking at port side here. We got a new anchor in the mail. You know, to contend with those days with the high winds. Ain't gonna be a problem though. Nice and clean hull. The old sea mist, no longer sea mist. That's it.